A little late to the party, but boys, we are so back. Monday Night Football is here, and we got an absolutely fire game lined up, and I'm hoping that it is everything that we have hyped it up to be. But before we get into today's picks, guys, I want to talk about that very thing, hype. Do not believe the hype. If there's one thing we've learned for this first full week of football, college football, NFL, is do not believe the hype. Because if you base all of your bets and your sports education off of social media, you're going to see Caleb Williams and Shador Sanders are like the second coming of Jesus Christ, and that just absolutely is not it. Caleb Williams is exactly who he has shown us to be. He is 2 or 3 quarters away from being a below 500 college quarterback in his last year at USC. I mean, 1 or 2 bad quarters away from that 8-5, very well being a, what would that be? Let's see, 6-7, 6-7, like couple quarters away from being a sub 500 quarterback, and now you expect him to come into the NFL and just show out. That was the easiest fade of the season. And same thing with Shador, man. Like, sure, is he talented? Is Caleb Williams talented? Absolutely. We're talking about elite athletes, but in terms of being able to live up to the expectations that are set for these guys, it really is unachievable. And then we have the exact opposite as we look at tonight's game, right? We got guys like Brock Purdy, Mr. quote-unquote irrelevant, and he has done nothing but win and prove that he can lead this team. Now, they came short in the Super Bowl, but the hype this year is all on the New York Jets, man, and they're real. The defense is real. I'm invested. I got Garrett Wilson in one league, Breece Hall in the other. I'm invested. I believe in them. I think they're going to be a pretty good football team, but I think we need to give them the opportunity to show us exactly who they are. And so I haven't been going any crazy betting so far this season. Had a pretty good Sunday on our straight bets. As you guys see here, we had the Cardinals Bills over 46 points. That one was a guaranteed win because those teams have shown us exactly who they are. Josh Allen has shown us exactly who he is. Kyler Murray, when he's healthy, has showed us that team's going to put up some points. That was an easy one, right? And then we had Cowboys and Browns. I really expected the Browns to do a little bit better. Sometimes I really like the narrative plays. I like, God rest his soul, but, with Deshaun Watson's dad passing away, I've seen some pretty crazy things in sports, these 20 plus years as an athlete where I've, had average pitchers throw no-hitters. I've seen walk-off home runs from bottom of the bench players all after like weird family deaths and stuff like that. So, I was like, man, I think D-Watts might have a game, and he just didn't. But the Cowboys did enough for that over to hit. So those were some great bets. But let's get into today's pick, guys. For my prize pick bettors, for my chalkboard bettors. If you're not on chalkboard, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Like, go take the free money. They got a $100 sign-up bonus for you. They have the best lines, and they have some fantastic promos. Now, tonight, with the Achilles and calf injury that they're talking about with Christian McCaffrey, we already expect Deebo Samuel to get more than 10 rushing yards in a game, and now we have a hurt Christian McCaffrey who's going to go out there and thug it out because that's just what CMC does. But we really like Deebo Samuel to go over 11 rushing yards. And then we have Greg Zuerlein, right? Now, just because we say don't believe the hype doesn't mean that we think this game's going to be a complete dud, guys. I think Greg Zuerlein over 1 extra point made is going to be an absolute lock. I mean, I love Breece Hall. I love Garrett Wilson. I'm curious to see what version of Aaron Rodgers are we going to see here, but I do believe that they are still going to score at least 2 touchdowns. Now, beyond that, I don't know. I'm really struggling to see them score above 21 points tonight, but we'll see. We shall see. So we got Greg the Leg over 1.5 extra points made. We got Deebo Samuel over 11 rushing yards, and then we got Breece Hall to go over 50 rushing yards. And so this is what we are rocking with tonight. A nice little 5X for you boys. And we can take a look over here at player profit. I really don't know how I feel about this game still. See, Niners -4 is just a little too expensive for me. And if I'm in California now, so I would be taking this game alt line under 45.5 is what I would like to do. This book doesn't give me alt line, so I'm still a bit on the fence about it. I'll leave it in the pinned comment if I do decide to side with the under here, but it's a bit pricey, and we're not here to bet just for the sake of betting. So I'm leaning the under. If I could find an alt line under 45.5, I'm taking it, but for now, no bet there. So this is our free play of the day, guys. I know the format's a little different. I've been in the middle of the move for the last week. It's been a lot to deal with, but all in all, man, very happy. Good to be in California. Good to be out in the sun. Tough to not be on my sports books. That's all we got for you guys today. This is Playmakers Picks. Love y'all. Peace.